In the quiet town of Pine Creek, the Moonlight Cult was more than just a mystery. It was a growing obsession, drawing in followers who believed in the power of the moon and its connection to unseen forces. Led by Aaron Blake, the cult promised its members spiritual awakening, transcendence, and access to ancient knowledge. Blake claimed to have unlocked secrets of the universe through rituals performed under the full moon, rituals that grew more bizarre and dangerous with each passing month. The members were often seen in the dead of night, dressed in flowing white robes, gathered at the town's outskirts beneath the moonlight. They performed strange chants and rituals involving cryptic symbols drawn in the dirt, their faces turned upwards as if receiving some otherworldly guidance. To outsiders, it seemed harmless, if not a little eerie, but for those on the inside, it was becoming something much darker. As the cult grew, its practices intensified. Rumors spread of blood sacrifices, strange disappearances, and late-night gatherings that went on until dawn. People started whispering about the sudden deaths within the group, with some of the followers turning up dead in their homes or mysteriously vanishing. Aaron Blake dismissed these as mere accidents or transformations into a higher state of being, but the police and the town's residents were not convinced. At the heart of the cult's activities was a series of disturbing letters sent to members who attempted to leave or question the cult's practices. The letters were filled with threats and cryptic warnings. The moon sees all. Betray the light, and you will be lost in darkness forever. Many feared Blake's growing influence, but none dared to speak out, until Julia Matthews, one of the original members, decided that enough was enough. Julia had grown increasingly uneasy with Blake's methods and the cult's direction. She had been a devout believer at first, drawn to the promises of enlightenment, but the deaths within the group disturbed her deeply. She started asking questions, trying to piece together the truth behind the cult's mysterious inner workings. And when she confronted Blake, she realized just how dangerous he truly was. The night Julia died, a storm raged over Pine Creek, as if mirroring the chaos unfolding within the cult. Julia had been preparing to leave the group, armed with damning information she had uncovered about Blake and the cult's real purpose. She left a letter behind, a final piece of the puzzle, that she hoped would expose the truth before it was too late. But by morning, Julia was dead, found lifeless in her room. It was staged to look like an accident, but those who knew her suspected foul play. As investigators dug deeper, they uncovered two main suspects: Aaron Blake, the cult leader who had the most to lose from Julia's revelations, and Rachel Cooper, another member who had grown jealous of Julia's closeness to Blake. Both had motive, and both had connections to the cryptic letters that had been tormenting the cult members for months. In the final moments of the investigation, Julia's letter was revealed. It contained not only details of the cult's manipulation and false promises, but also the shocking truth behind Blake's real intentions. The cult, Julia wrote, was not about enlightenment or spiritual awakening. It was a cover for something far darker. Blake had been using the cult as a front for illegal activities, including extortion and blackmail, targeting vulnerable individuals within the group and using their secrets to control them. Julia had found evidence linking Blake to the deaths within the cult, proving that they were no accidents but carefully orchestrated murders to silence those who threatened to expose him. As the truth came to light, it became clear that Blake was a dangerous manipulator who had ensnared his followers in a web of deceit. But just as Julia's letter was about to bring Blake to justice, something chilling was revealed. A final, cryptic message from Julia that no one had expected. The letter ended with a single, haunting line. But Blake isn't the only one pulling the strings. There's someone else, someone we never saw coming. This revelation sent shockwaves through the town, suggesting that Blake was merely a pawn in an even larger conspiracy. But who this shadowy figure was, and what their ultimate goal might be, remains a mystery to this day. What do you think? Was Aaron Blake truly behind it all, or was there someone else controlling the events from the shadows? Julia's final message leaves more questions than answers. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that challenge the boundary between belief and reality.